Megan Fitzpatrick, I also want to talk about an extraordinary move happening in wartime. The Secretary of War essentially removing the top U.S. Army general. Why would Hegseth want that general gone?
Yeah, and this is more surprising news that he has been essentially fired, more surprising than the Bondi news. I mean, it's General Randy George that we're talking about here, and he's basically been told to retire, it sounds like, early. This is what the Pentagon is saying, that he'll be retiring effective immediately. It is extraordinary timing that this decision would be made given that the U.S. is at war with Iran. Why they're doing this, they're not really sharing the reasons publicly, David. There is some reporting by U.S. media outlets like CBC News, quoting a source that simply said it was time for a leadership change in the Army. But again, there'll be a lot of questions about the time. Is now the time, given they're in the midst of the war? A spokesperson for the Pentagon, Sean Parnell, writing on social media that the Department of War is grateful for General George's decades of service to our nation. We wish him well in his retirement. General George has been in that role since 2023, and they're normally 4-year terms. There is some reporting by the Associated Press and others that he wasn't the only one that was pushed out yesterday by Hegseth, that 2 other generals were pushed out of their jobs as well. Not entirely clear who is taking over for George. There's various reports this morning about who might be stepping in, again, on an acting basis. But yeah, this is a pretty extraordinary move. Hegseth has sort of cleaned house a lot since he took his job. When he first came in, he fired quite a few senior military leaders, and that's kind of continued since then. But to do this now is certainly causing a lot of news and reaction here in Washington.